Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're going to talk about The King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, book by Robert Moore. Basically, this book is going to give you the foundation to understand the archetypes of the mature masculine. So let's get into it. So the easiest one to do research on, you can get the book, right? He talks about boy psychology, man psychology, the archetypes like that. Art of Manliness, the website has a really good articles on this stuff, and it's really good stuff. It's actually the number one book on Elliot Holt's King Transformation list. So, but I did some research for you guys, and I got it off their site, and I'm going to share it with this on this video. So the first is the king, right? You think of a king, you think of obviously like medieval kings or biblical kings, right? Like David or Solomon, right? So, um, this one was the easiest to do the research on because a king in his life is someone who he is centered. So you are centered as a man. You're centered in your ability to understand that um, the things in your life you have to stay. You have to be still. The Lord says it in the Bible: "Be still and know that I am God." So you can do that. Another one is that He is decisive. So you can be decisive and still um, be a king, right? So you're decisive in your decisions. You're decisive in what you do. You're decisive in how you live your life, right? Just make a decision, just go for it. Cognitive dissonance, what that means is having two thoughts at the same time in your head. Just make a decision and go, right? Worry about the not the consequences, but just make a decision, right? He lives with integrity. We live in a society today where integrity is not um integrity is not one of the byproducts of living a good life. So live with integrity, right? Do the right thing when no one is looking. Um, he protects his realm, protect and provide. That's what we do, right? That's a simple one, right? Protect and provide for your family. Your family is your number one priority, right? I don't have a family yet, but when I do, they're my number one priority. Nothing else comes before that, right? They're my number one priority. Protect your children, protect your wife, all these different things. Protect, and provide. Go out there and work with your hands. If you're in tech, do the things that you need to do to be better at computers and whatnot. So um, he provides order in your household, discipline in your household. That's something that we're lacking in the kids today is discipline and order. Have order in your household. Don't be a tyrant, but have order in your household. Have discipline in your household. Stand firm in what you're saying. The first thing that you can do with your kids is have them saying yes sir, no sir. That instills discipline instantly, right? So that works. Um, he he creates and inspires creativity in others. So you're creating. You help create and inspire others to do the things that they want to do, right? He blesses the lives of others. So if you're pretty well off, right, you're blessing the lives of others. You're doing the things that you need to do to bless the lives of others. So you're giving, you're tithing, you're doing the things that you need to do in order to bless people. He leaves a legacy. This is the last one for the king. He leaves a legacy. So if that's what your children, if that's you know, you buy a house and you get have not a 401k, a life insurance policy or something like that to set your kids up for success. That's leaving a legacy. That's being a king. You know what the women say, that's king shit, right? So there you go. The next one is the lover. The lover is just being. There wasn't a lot about the lover. There was two different ones for the lover, a byproduct of it. But basically the lover, just be passionate about what you're doing. Just be passionate about what you're doing. Be passionate about the things that you like. Be passionate about life. Be passionate about your woman. Be passionate about your children. Be passionate, right? I used to call myself the passionate lover, right? A lot of women didn't like that. They didn't like, a passionate lover. They wanted to control that person, or whatever. I'm not a man to be controlled, as you can tell. So, the next one is the warrior. The warrior, the warrior, the warrior. I like this one because I am a warrior. I served in the Marine Corps. Happy birthday, Marines. Hoorah, Semper Fi. Right? So, tomorrow's Veterans Day. So we got 2 holidays for us. Well, today's not a holiday, but nonetheless, the warrior. So let's get into it, right? So I'm a warrior, joined the Marine Corps at 17, did my thing, and now I'm doing something different with my life. But aggressiveness. Not now, when you think of aggressiveness, you're probably thinking, um, probably a bad situation or something like that. No, aggression is good. Controlled aggression is good, right? Being dominant in certain situations that you need to be dominant in. That is good. So that's the aggression that I'm talking about. Purpose. You have to know your purpose. You have to know your purpose. You have to know your purpose. That's the biggest thing, is having to know your purpose. Being mindful. So mindfulness, like meditation, like Buddhism, like just being mindful of the things that you say and the things that you do to others and to other people. Adaptable. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Right? That's the Marine Corps lingo, right? So being adaptable in life, adapting to the circumstances, adapting to the things that you know that you need to do. A minimalist. I am a minimalist. As of recently, because I couldn't bring everything that I wanted on the plane, so I had to give stuff away. So you acquire stuff and you give it away, but be a minimalist. Just get rid of stuff. Decisive. Yeah, I think this goes back to the king. Being decisive in the things that you want to do, being decisive in the things that you want to be, right? Being decisive. Skillful with your hands. I am not skillful with my hands. That is something that I need to learn, right? So these are things that that you can develop over time. Being a man is a 24-hour 7-day a week learning, grinding process. That's what it is. Loyal, disciplined, emotionally detached, and creative destroyer. So all those, let's get into it, right? This video is going to be sort of long, but it's worth it. Loyal to your family, loyal to your country, loyal to, being a patriot, all these different things. Next video I'm going to post about Elliot Holt's strength and what makes being a man. And he talks about that. Discipline, right? Discipline equals freedom. Jocko Willink, 110%. I believe that. Discipline equals freedom. I'll be honest with you. I weighed myself yesterday. I probably need to lose probably about 100 pounds, right? So it's being disciplined, right? So that's a struggle that I'm going to have to do, and be disciplined in my eating, right? So that's just what it is, right? I'm being honest on here, right? I'm not a man that's perfect. I'm just teaching what I know. Emotionally detached. This one's huge, right? Detachment is huge because you don't want to get your emotions all caught up on one thing. You want your emotions to be disciplined. You want your emotions to be strong. You want your emotions to be disciplined. So, even though I just said that, creative destroyer. This one's interesting. So you create, and then you destroy. Right. So when you create something, and then you're probably going to destroy it because of the fact that that's just life, right? I'll give you an example. Let's say you get into a relationship with a woman and you create a relationship with her, and all of a sudden you guys get a divorce, or you get married and then you get a divorce. Create, destroy. That's what happens, right? So I'm not saying that you do that. I'm saying that you fight for your family. So sometimes the creator destroyer does happen in the warrior aspect, and all these archetypes have shadow. They have shadow archetypes that you could be. So like the king is the tyrant and different things like that. Okay. All right, sorry, I had to flip the page. And the last one is the magician. The magician. And this one's interesting. The magician is a master of technology. So a lot of you are technically savvy. That's good. So you already have the magician archetype. Reflective, penticient. So that means you're not telling everybody all your business, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want people to know certain things about you. That's okay, right? That's not a bad thing. Alchemist of life, a spiritual mediator. So you have a spiritual, um, you have a spiritual connection to the world, right? That's powerful. If you're like my spiritual connection with Christ and God and different things like that, I'll preach the gospel on here, right? So, these are things that that you could develop as a man. I went through a lot in this video, but these are potentialities that you can get as a man. Get that book, King, Magician, Warrior, Lover, by Robert Morris. It's a good book. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you. Take care. Done.